Kate. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I really enjoyed Jolt.
Oh,
You gave
thanks.
a fabulous performance. I really love, okay, I connect to Lindy just on the fact that women have to, withhold their anger, right? We always
Same.
suppress our negative feelings. So,
Yeah.
what else do you relate to her, or on what level do you relate to her?
I mean, it was largely that. I loved the fact that, I mean, I think it's a movie that men will definitely enjoy, but I think there's something very wish fulfillment-y about, even though she's not happy about having no inhibitions, it is kind of great to see somebody having a very raw response to being catcalled or to being, somebody taking up space next to them in the subway and all of that stuff that we all deal with constantly. She just doesn't hold back. And I definitely identify with the impulse. I just, on the whole, don't give into it as much. She's loyal. I think she's trying to be better. There's things about herself she doesn't like. And I think, she's struggling with this impulse control thing. I've always kind of tended towards being more anxious than angry. And, that's something that you're always kind of negotiating, trying to kind of be less like that, and so I like that for her.
As did I. I also like how, there's all these men in her life, maybe varying degrees of wanting to fix her or help her, whether or
Right.
not they are sincere in those intentions.
Right.
So, how do you, as Lindy, kind of maneuver those different relationships?
I mean, I, on the one hand, wish Stanley Tucci was my therapist, because I think that would solve a lot, actually, for me. But yeah, I think one of the things I like about the movie is that she does have the men in the movie, she does have some kind of, there is some betrayals, but there's also some kind of decency and some real connection. I think that's just kind of like life, there's some good eggs, some bad eggs, you've got to figure out who's who.
I love that. Also, this, you're already an action star as it is, but there are some really cool sequences here. And I'm just wondering
Yeah.
how you prepare for them, like working with stunt doubles, or what do you, do on your own?
The funny thing was, I think that we had a little bit less time for training because I was here and a lot of the crew were in Bulgaria, but then we started shooting in London, so we didn't have a really, really long training period. So a lot of the time we'd get there and they'd kind of show the fight choreography, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, could we change it a bit?" And they were really open to that because I didn't want her to be like a superhero. I wanted her to be like somebody who's very proficient, but she's still a human being, and that's different from what I've done before. I've not even been a human before, so that was different for me. But it was lovely to be able to be kind of a real part of that and come up with kind of fun, creative, different stuff, that she could do.
I love that. Also, the ending of the movie, without spoiling, does leave it open for the possibility of more Lindy adventures. Is that something you'd be on board for? Would you like to see more of her life?
I actually would like to see more of it. I do think there's a kind of a slightly open gap for the kind of, sassy, funny, irreverent, flawed female action. I think, I love the fact that there's way more action heroines in the space now, but I do think that like we just need to kind of nudge up our action comedy quotient. You know what I mean? I think it's great that she's funny and I like that she talks back. I like seeing women that talk back. And so, yeah, I'm ready. I would do her another again.
I do too. Hopefully she will inspire me to talk back, maybe not to, punch back, but exactly. Thank you so much.
My
you were
pleasure.
Wonderful. I can't wait for everyone to watch.
Thanks. Oh, thanks. Thanks so much. Nice to meet you.